Welcome one and all, tuning in to the Little D channel. I say Little D, but welcome to the Danny D channel right here on YouTube.com, the Danny D Takeover. Guys, if y'all haven't seen it already, the customized TCW Championship belt I personally designed is already completed. Of course, I was going to introduce that belt in today's video for Raw review, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen. You'll just have to wait, like everybody else. Guys, I want to plug in. Let's say a wrestling show this Saturday. If you want to come on out to a wrestling show this Saturday, come on out to one of the greatest wrestling federations of all time. This Saturday, AWF presents Fighting for Cancer live this Saturday, Lucedale, Mississippi, George County Fairgrounds. That's right, it's at the fairgrounds where they have like all kind of events, like a little like circus or all kind of stuff like that. The fair. It's gonna be. You can Google it even. You can even Google it. Lucedale Mississippi Fairgrounds, George County Fairgrounds. It's gonna be this Saturday. Time is 7:30. It's kickoff for the show, and it ends probably around 10 o'clock-ish. Around 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, something like that. It's going to be good for a good cause called Fighting for Cancer. That is happening live this Saturday, George County Fairgrounds, Lucedale, Mississippi, and Lucedale. You can't miss it. Tickets are $10 for adults. Kids 5 and under are absolutely free. Now they're doing some auctioning off for Roman Reigns wrestling figure. They're auctioning off that, and the WWE replica championship belt. They will be auctioning off as well. You can contact Larry Bartlett if you want to be in the drawing for the Roman Reigns action figure and the WWE championship belt. You can contact him on official Facebook page, Larry Bartlett, AWF. Guys, we're gonna get into the Monday Night Raw review right here on the channel. I'm a little behind, yes I know. Today is Tuesday, I'm a little behind, but I didn't get to bring it last night because I fell asleep. But this is me, Danny D, the new character being introduced to you guys right here on the channel. It's one of many characters. First there's American Luchador character, which is the pro wrestler character. And then there's me, and then there's Southern guy. So I got there's a lot of other characters involved, but this one's one of the latest. Returning is me to turn into the YouTube little Danny D, which is going to be the pro wrestler TCW wrestler, and we're going to be making a statement with that. Let's get a review before we run out of time. But in our Raw review results reactions, show kicked off with a live at the Performance Center. Tom Phillips, Brian Kexton, Samoa Joe. We go right to the action when Randy Orton comes down the ring, kind of promo, talks about reaction to Mike Rome, and there's a video package. Tom sends us to a video package highlights for the last week's unsanctioned match between Big Show and Randy Orton. Randy Orton talks about how he wants to challenge Drew McIntyre for the title at SummerSlam, and he said that he ain't gonna do nothing to keep it for that belt. Randy's gonna take that belt, and Drew will never see that belt again. Randy Orton challenged Drew McIntyre to SummerSlam, and that's pretty much it for that segment. Pretty much for that segment, guys, and that. But we gotta move on in the review if it's gonna work. It's being a pain in the butt today. As soon as Randy Orton cuts his promo and leaves, there comes Nia Jax. Immediately comes out, makes her return after losing to Raw Women's Champion on June 5th. Jax said that she made her to the ring. The crowd booed. Jax said that she's hard heard what Randy had to say, and she knows what she feels like she has to do to earn her women's championship opportunity. Jax tells that how she was screwed by a certain referee last month, and Charlotte Flair, where Charlotte Flair at RAW. Later tonight, but the music hits, now it erupts. Here comes Shayna Baszler to the ring, and Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler pulls back and drops Baszler at the middle of the ring. Jax attacks her, and they brawl, and the referees rush down to break it up as they go to commercial break. We got a No More Contenders match, triple threat match. Viking Raiders versus Cedric Alexander versus Ricochet versus Andrade versus Angel Garza. Winners of the match was Angel Garza and Andrade picking up the win. New No More Contenders match for the tag team titles. We got let's see what else we got. Back for the commercial, we got Cedric Alexander, Ricochet come out. We got winners of the match number 10. We got Shayna Baszler versus Nia Jax. Shayna Baszler versus Nia Jax. That match ended in a double count out. After the bell ring, Baszler brawled, security tries to break them up, but Baszler applies the final clutch on one of the guards. Jax shoves producer Pat Buck into the Baszler, and Jax drops Baszler off the apron. We get a video package of Seth Rollins versus Rey Mysterio feud. Out comes Seth Rollins, tells back from break, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry is backstage. Bianca Belair, Ruby Riott. We get Seth Rollins takes to the mic. He talks about how he's happy about Extreme Rules at the fit over Rey Mysterio. Mysterio this out by Dominic. Rey Mysterio come confront him. Kevin Owens recalls how Kevin Owens, Mysterio last week, Aleister Black got hurt, and then they brawl with Dominic. They started taking out Dominic, started to try to brawl with Seth Rollins, and this led to Murphy getting involved. This led out to Aleister Black to come out and help Dominic Mysterio. Aleister Black got taken out. He was written off. I read it online. He was officially written off TV, but I don't know why. But he was written off TV. Aleister Black last night. We got Mustafa Ali's in the back with R-Truth. He talked about the confusion about seeing something happening tonight. He says he's got his eye on All Ali had to get his 24/7 title back. We got MVP. Let's go down to the match. We got Mustafa Ali versus Bobby Lashley. Winner of this match was Bobby Lashley, of course. Bobby Lashley got the win. Lashley locks the full Nelson, and Ali tops out in the middle of the ring, wherever Bobby Lashley defeats Ali. After the match, the crowd boos. Lashley takes the stand, and the music hits. Benjamin and MVP joins him to celebrate. We got Charlie Caruso with Dolph Ziggler back with Dolph Ziggler. Talked about SummerSlam challenge for the WWE title. We're back from break. We had Raw Women's Championship match, Sasha versus Sasha Banks. Of course, unfortunately, this match ended. This match winning with when the winner was Women's Champion Sasha Banks won the match because Asuka left the ring because Sarah Shea was attacked by Bayley in the backstage area. So Sasha Banks became your new Raw Women's Champion. Murphy versus Humberto Carrillo. What do you call it? Pronounce his name? I can't ever pronounce his name. wrote it. Winner of that match was Murphy. After the match, Murphy stands tall. His immediate hits and replays. We got a video package of Dolph Ziggler. Talk about WWE Champion Drew McIntyre. McIntyre. Drew is shown backstage. WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry. We get the Extreme Rules match. Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler. Winner in this match, Dolph Ziggler ended up winning. I mean, not Dolph Ziggler. I mean, Drew McIntyre ended up retaining the WWE Championship after knocking off Drew McIntyre with a Claymore kick, which stands tall, sends Ziggler landing through the table in the corner, and Drew covers for the pin for the win. Winner Drew McIntyre defeats Dolph Ziggler and retains the championship. After the match, Ziggler rolls over to the floor, stands tall with the WWE title as his music hits. We get replays for back WWE title as the music hit. Continue radio and suddenly. That's stupid. Fuck it. Randy Orton comes out, RKO to suddenly to out of nowhere to Drew McIntyre, and Raw goes off the air. That's just my review. Subscribe to the channel at America Luchador channel at America Luchador on YouTube.com. Follow on Instagram at America Luchador 9 with 3.